Good evening, Shilpaji. How are you? Bad start. Anyways,
Investment in mutual funds can be very simple.
what does it mean if you have Venus in ascendant in all the divisional charts? Mm, Venus can be seen as a very important planet for a person. Uh, I don't think it is Vargottama and all because signs can be different. Uh, we can say that person can be more a service oriented person. Okay, Venus highest representation is service and devotion, and when we are looking at right, and when we are looking at this divisional charts and all, then like we should look at higher representations of planets and houses and signs. So as Venus higher representation is service and devotion, it shows when Venus is in the first house of every all the divisional charts, person should be focused towards service oriented life. He should devote himself to the service of people and all. That should be the way. Debilitated Mars as Vargottama. Uh, Not much in like matters of like personal life. Okay, understand Mars debilitation is one of the like troublesome debilitation because Mars is aggression, violence, and all bloodshed. Okay, it represents your anger. So if Mars is debilitated, person can be like it may be difficult for person to redirect his energy or aggression in positive pursuits. That means he can be involved into like negative pursuits more. He can be like uh, getting angry easily, getting violent easily, and all. Okay, so this is where in personal life it may not help much. Mars Vargottama, Mars in debilitation and Vargottama. But in professional life, this person can be seen as a very aggressive business person. If he is into business and all, he can be seen as a very aggressive and very cunning business person. That can be a possibility. What kind of dasha should bring a change in job? Fifth house. Whenever you are looking for change in job, look at fifth house, ninth house, and eighth house. Fifth house is eighth from the 10th. Ninth house is the house. Ninth house is 12th from the 10th, and eighth house is anyways the house of major changes. So whenever person is going through fifth house dasha, ninth house dasha, eighth house dasha, this is like the time period where he can leave one job, he can join another job. in fifth house Cancer, ascendant result. Okay, moon in fifth house Cancer, ascendant. Moon is ascendant lord. Okay, and the moon is a very important planet because it is more important planet for Cancer people because it is anyways it represents mind, and for Cancer people it is also ascendant lord. Now it is in fifth house where it will be in Scorpio, and it is debilitated. So this shows that for this person, love romance matters are very important because whole life path is going towards that fifth house related matters. Children, love romance and all these things are very important, but it is debilitated. So it may happen in their initial life when they are in their 20s and all. They may get into wrong relationship, they may attract wrong type of partner in their life. They may not have the correct sense of like who is a right partner, who is not right partner. They will automatically attracted towards the wrong people. So this is where it becomes really difficult for love romance matters. But if you are looking for career or education or other matters, it is very good placement for any education in research oriented topics. If person wants to follow like psychology as a career, excellent placement for that. Does having a baby activate any certain planets in your chart? Obviously, like fifth house will be activated, fifth lord will be activated and all. Okay, it is the other way around because the planets and houses are activating. Your chances of having a baby and gets activated. So it is like that. Okay, so fifth house or fifth lord or like planets like Jupiter and moon will be active putra karaka. Okay, so there like person can have their person can have this and this results coming after having the childbirth of fifth house, fifth lord, and planets like Jupiter, Moon, and Putra Karaka. Exclusively perks mean, I don't know where did you read it. I cannot tell like this. Moon in 10th house of Pisces, dreamy mind. Moon in Pisces. Moon is mind and Pisces is utopia. Pisces is imagination. This person is always imagining things. This person is dreamy kind of. It is very good for professions like uh, authorship, okay, or someone who is a writer or a poet, or like someone who is working in movie and television related field. Excellent placement. Okay, for any creative imaginative work, great placement. But in personal life they can be very dreamy about their ideas in life. If they make a mind that this is the way, then that is the way. You cannot change their mind. It is like that type of, because it is Pisces, it is fish. Okay, fish stays inside the water. If you tell the fish there is a world outside the water, fish will not be able to believe it. Likewise, for these people, moon in Pisces means mind is in dream. Nothing exists beyond that dream. Okay. Venus in first house for Gemini ascendant. Venus in the first house for Gemini ascendant means person can be very good with creative matters. Venus is creativity. Gemini represents our skills and like interest and all. So there also person can be very good with financial nature of work. Very creative, imaginative person, but also like very good with financial nature, stock market and all. They can do very well. They must pursue their creative pursuits for their life path. That will be giving the best of the result. Namaste, George ji. Jupiter, Rahu, Sun, and Mercury conjunction of Aries in 11th house can be very aggressive person, can be very like action oriented person, very active person. Need to work on finances, otherwise he can be spendthrift also. So that is the thing. What is the difference between the impact of sun on the house which it's aspecting Venus, the house in which sun itself is sitting in, and same question for all other planets in general. Obviously I cannot cover all the planets here. I will just can give you the concept. Sun is fire. Wherever it sits, it burns the house. Okay. Wherever it aspects, it brightens the house. That's it. It is a simple rule. Sun in the fourth house can burn your home life. Your relationship with mother can have ego clashes. But if sun is aspecting 10th house, it is brightening about your career, maybe of your relationship with father also. But at least the career will be brightened up. Okay, so this is the way it goes. Wherever sun sits, it burns that house. Wherever sun aspect, it brightens that house. So it is related with planets also. Sun aspecting Venus can make someone very creative, can be like very pleasant also. Okay, and if sun is sitting with Venus, is like it's fine. So I just mentioned as an example, sun sitting with Venus is like burning of the Venus. It is the same thing. Wherever sun is sitting, it is burning. Wherever sun is aspecting, it is brightening up. What is Shadashtaki dosha? It is 6-8 relationship between two charts. Suppose a Aquarius ascendant person gets married with Cancer ascendant person, or a Virgo ascendant person gets married with a Aries ascendant person. This is like 6-8 because they both are activating each other's 6-8 houses. Understand, this is like seen from the ascendant also, but most of the people see it from the moon, Shadashtak dosha. So can be seen through moon also, but I like to see it from ascendant. So what it shows that one person is activating someone's sixth house, other person is activating other person's eighth house. So sixth house is conflicts, eighth house is instability. This relationship can never be stable. Either they will face lots of conflicts, or they will face lots of instability together. What happens when seventh lord is in the sixth house combust? Relationship is going into conflicts due to ego conflicts. Some say it is not bad, some say it is not good. Great. uh, for relationship matters it is difficult. Okay, if you are asking for relationship, then seventh lord in the sixth house is very commonly, you can say, relationship is going into conflict. It is combust, so ego clashes. It is difficult for relationship matter. For other matters like business and all, person can still gain. Planets debilitated in D1 like Saturn at 20 degree Aries getting exalted in Navamsha. How to analyze such planets? Uh, I will consider it as a debilitated only for majority portion of early life up to 30-35. After that, a person can get better results in case the person has put his hard work and efforts in Saturn related things in his life. Okay, then we can expect some better results to come. But if person is below 35, consider it as a debilitated only. Namaste Arushi ji. In a live you have had mentioned fourth lord or sixth lord in the 11th house for rental related gains. Why sixth house? Sixth house represents your tenants. Sixth house is anyone who is like at a lower level than you. That's why we say that sixth house represents plants, it is animals, underprivileged people and all. There it includes tenants also. Okay, so this is where like sixth lord in 11th house also indicates the person can gain from the rents from the tenants and all. Great. Discovered Rohini animal snake, animal cow mental compatibility scores 1 out of 4. How this impacts on compatibility? There is nothing like compatibility. Don't waste your time in compatibility. You will never find a compatibility. Okay, from any angle. Read my articles on relationships in history. Those articles are enough, and all the articles I have written about relationship and astrology. Okay, you are wasting your time if you are looking for compatibility. If sun burns the house, then would a weak debilitated sun save the house from being burnt? I don't think so. Sun uh, Sun's fire never gets low just because it is debilitated in Libra. Sun's fire is the same, so it will still burn it. Okay, understand planets should always be in good dignity, whichever planet is in. I'm not of the view that if a malefic planet is in bad dignity, then it is better. Nothing like that. Planets should always be in good dignity because understand, especially with malefic planet, that malefic planets are supposed to be like giving some difficulties in your life. If they are weak also, difficulties will come. Now person may not have physical strength also to deal with those difficulties. Like we were discussing Saturn in Aries just two questions before. Saturn in Aries 20-degree person can have lots of health issues, but he can have weak physical body also, weak immune system, weak strength or courage to fight against those difficulties. This is why planet should be strong. Saturn in Libra person can also have health issues, but he will have like a strong immune system also, strong bones, strong teeth and all. So this is why planets should always be strong. Sun in Libra in any house can also burn that signification of that house, especially in living karakas, relationship and all, because it is like it is still represents ego, maybe debilitated ego, but ego. Sun aspecting fifth house from ninth house of Gemini gives white skin toned children. How come Sun will aspect fifth house from ninth house? Sun doesn't have ninth aspect, right? Sun has only seventh aspect. And if it is so that it gives white skin toned children, do we mean to say that no one in Africa can have this placement? Let me know. If I wish to cool down body heat issues by wearing silver, as it's scientifically known that silver cools down, then should I wear it in neck or finger, or if in finger, then in which finger? I have no idea. Okay, great. Thank you. I have no idea about all these rings and fingers and all. Okay, so wear wherever you want to wear. If you have body heat related issues, then few things can help you, that I can tell you. Walk, go for a morning walk barefoot. Okay, let the energy of your body get submerged into the earth. That may help you. I have no idea about rings and fingers and silver and gold, what it is about. Okay, if Mercury is combust, being eighth house lord and combust in 10th house, can the person do business? Yeah, it can, he can do business. No worries. The problems mainly come in relationship matters, living karakas, so person can still have issues with in-laws or in relationship benefits and all. But like this business and all, he can still function. What which house should be good for the sun? Dignity is sign based, not house based. House based, there is this Digbala, okay, directional strength. Sun gets Digbala in 10th house, but sign based dignity is strong in Aries. So if someone has Sun in Aries in the 10th house, it is best placement. Okay, that is what we will call the best placement of Sun. Sun in 10th house in Aries. How to know whether the person has to move material path or spiritual path? No need to know. Just follow your path. You will finally reach where you are supposed to reach. Okay. So if you are inclined towards materialistic path, follow that materialistic path. If you are inclined towards the spiritual path, follow that path. Okay. What is debilitated ego? Debilitated ego means, okay, if Sachin Tendulkar has ego, we can understand it. But if a very newcomer in cricket field has an ego, we cannot understand it. Debilitated ego means the person hasn't done anything in his life. Is still like he's behaving like a king or queen. Okay, so that is debilitated ego. Would Mercury with Rahu give vitiligo type skin issues? It can bring skin allergies, Mercury Rahu. Okay. Mercury Rahu, because Rahu represents unconventional things, Mercury is skin, so unconventional skin related issues. It can be any unconventional thing. How does low degree planet work? They work like children in your chart. Okay, understand what I am trying to say. So suppose there is a child in your home. He is around 5 years of age. Okay, what is the what is the basic nature of children? They are full of energy, but they are not directed in they are they are full of energy, but they don't have the direction, right direction in them. Like they can jump around whole day, but that jumping around is not useful. At the end of the day, they will be tired. Okay, so same thing happens with planets in lower degree. They are full of energy, but they have no direction. Okay, where the energy should be utilized. That is the main difficulty of planet with the lower degree. That's why planet with the higher degree becomes atmakarka and amattakarka. They provide the guidance, that they provide the direction. Okay, work in this direction. That is atmakarka matkarka, and the work happens through the planets with the lower degree. They have the energy. It is like that. Does Saturn always delay marriage in fifth, as it is conjunct with Venus Mercury, because a sibling is getting married at 25? Saturn doesn't delay anything. It shows that we should delay it. Okay, your chart shows how you should live your life. Free will is still with you. Okay, what you want to do. So if someone has Saturn impacting relationship oriented houses or relationship oriented planets, they should delay it. Okay, they should delay it. They should not get into marriage before 30. Okay, before their Saturn return, you can say. They should get married after Saturn return. Okay, whenever dasha and transits are allowing that, so they should delay it. It is not that Saturn will delay it. And do they give both houses effect? For example, no, I don't consider it. Just wherever the planet is placed, consider it is giving the result of that house only. Saturn, Venus, Mercury in fifth house, female aspected by Mars, best profession. Great. Career consultation takes at least 1 hour. Thank you. I noticed that debilitated sun are far more egoistic than exalted sun. Even a small judgment by anyone can bruise their ego. Hence, they often avoid openly speaking to avoid judgment. It can be the case they are suffering from inferiority complex, they are keeping it inside themselves, and that is where if someone says anything against them, it hurts their inferiority complex. Okay, so that can happen, no issues. We all are in our path. We all are supposed to learn from our life, so they will also learn in one life or the other life. If very high degree planets are old and do not have much energy left, so can we conclude the malefic planet should be ideally be in highest degree? All our interpretations are our desires. Okay, so it is not going to like safeguard anyone through the difficulties of malefic planet. Malefics will still provide the difficulties. They are supposed to bring difficulties in your life. They are supposed to indicate some difficulties in your life. So Saturn at higher degree or lower degree, it will represent delay, hard work, and perseverance. Maybe at 1 degree or 29 degree doesn't make any difference. Okay, so that is the thing, that all our interpretations are basically our desires, nothing else. Solutions for difficult Mula Nakshatra placement. Go on website. There is a article on Nirti, goddess Nirti, goddess of deity of Mula Nakshatra. Read that article. Understand what Nirti means and how you can redirect this energy of Nirti and Mula. Does Rahu in first house Kumbh Lagna give good result? Especially now Saturn is transition over it this year. What is first house? What is Kumbh Aquarius, and what is Rahu? Rahu represents why you have taken birth in this life. First house represents self. Kumbh or Aquarius represents entrepreneurship. So if this person is in entrepreneurship and working for self, this is an excellent position. So we cannot say like this that because of this placement is it good or bad. Whether you are doing something related with that placement or not. Okay, if you are working in that type of field where like you are in entrepreneurship and you are serving humanity and all, great placement, great results. If you are not, then you are not getting that good result. That's it. So it all depends on your actions, if you are following your charts dictate or not. If seventh lord Mercury is in the nakshatra of moon, okay, and that moon is conjunct with Saturn, can we say that Saturn is in a way affecting the seventh house? No, it is like far fetched. Okay, Saturn is affecting moon here. There can be different ways by which Saturn can impact a relationship. Like moon is also a relationship oriented mind. Moon is mind wants connection. So they may feel like some saturnine result on moon, and their emotional connection with other person. In that way, like Saturn can impact a person's relationship, but we cannot say Saturn is impacting seventh house here. Okay, it is like very far fetched. But if Mercury had been in Saturn's nakshatra, or if Mercury had been like in Saturn's in conjunction or aspect by Saturn, then we can say it is impacting seventh house. Which house in D9 is more impactful, first house or ninth house? If you have to choose one, ninth house, but first house is also important. Does nakshatra lord also activate during the mahadasha of a planet? Right. So suppose I am in moon dasha and my moon is in Pushya nakshatra. Pushya lord is Saturn, so Saturn will still be active throughout moon dasha. Has it been practically observed? I think so. How do we protect our aura at all times? Are there any rituals we can do? All I know is meditation, madam or sir. Okay. So please meditate, and guardian angels are always protecting your aura. So we all have our guardian angels. So we all have our gurus and all. They are always protecting us. No worries. Okay. Do you take astrology courses? Yes, I do, but it is already halfway. Okay. So it is like course is started in February, so we are already like 50% over in our course. So if you want to join, you can join next year February. That will be much better for you. If Rahu is in the nakshatra of Venus, what results can be expected? It depends on which nakshatra of Venus, because every nakshatra has different significations. Like Venus Bharani can be very different from Venus Purva Falguni and Venus Purva Shada. So Venus Bharani is like Bharani is very troublesome nakshatra. It is like death and rebirth, Lord Yama. Okay, so Rahu in Bharani can be great for occult matters, but can bring like major transformations in life. Rahu in Purva Falguni great for creative matters, but can have like high expectations or high desires in relationship matter. Rahu in Purva Shada can be like very good for higher education, but can a person can become like rigid about his belief system. Okay, so this is where every nakshatra has its own signification, and Rahu can explode it in its own way. I read somewhere that Saturn in 12th keeps your ancestors away and you are not able to get their help. Is that so? No, I don't think so. Saturn in 12th. Ancestors are mainly seen from like Magha Nakshatra, it's Pitris and all. I don't think that placement is meant to keep your ancestors away. This it give obstacles and troubles. Venus conjunction is like my desires are more important. My moon is mind, Venus is desires. Both together means me first approach. My desires are more important. So for relationship matter, it can bring difficulties, because in relationship you are supposed to serve others. You are supposed to devote it to others' desires, not your desires. To previous question, someone just asked, how do we help our ancestors if we feel they are not happy? They are very happy. Don't worry about them. Okay. So don't worry about ancestors and all the like souls and all. They are fine. Okay, you worry about yourself. So nothing like that. Just take care of the life which you have in your hand. You don't worry about your ancestors and your like departed souls and all that. Okay, because there is no foolproof thing like how you are going to validate anything. Understand what I am coming at. Okay, suppose I say that your great grandfather's soul is roaming around and it is like suffering and all. How you are going to validate this fact? If it is fact or not, is there any way by which you can validate it? So you are unnecessarily falling into the trap of again the pujas and worships and all the remedies. So just take care of your life, what you have in your hand. Don't forget about, don't be worried about all these things like what is happening in the astral world and all. They will take care of themselves. Don't worry. Is physical intimacy between couple doesn't depend on nakshatra's compatibility? I am saying there is nothing like compatibility. What I mean to say is that you cannot find compatibility between two charts. You bring any two charts of the world, and I will say why 10. I will give you 10 reasons why they should not get married to each other. Okay, this is meant by compatibility. Or charts are always compatible. If you see, understand it like this: suppose X person is supposed to meet with an accident today, there has to be Y person who is committing an accident today, then only they will come in front of each other, right? So likewise, whatever is your karma in relationship, your partner also has same karma. That's why you both have met, you both have liked each other. So compatibility is always there if you see from this angle. But if you see from like a good relationship life and all, then compatibility is never there. This said, 12th is the realm of beyond the physical. So Saturn there creating barriers between them and you in that sense. 12th house energy is represented by different things also, like Pisces can represent 12th house energy. Pisces Lord Jupiter can represent 12th house energy. 12th Lord can represent 12th house energy. Even Revati, Purva Bhadra, and Uttar Bhadra can represent 12th house energy. So the same result can come from anywhere, not necessarily only like Saturn in 12th house is important. Wherever Pisces is falling into your chart, if you have any planet sitting there, that can bring some results related with your ancestors or departed souls and all, if at all there is any result. Okay, if they at all they are still roaming around in the search of body. Okay, is there an afterlife? Be concerned about what you have, please. This is interesting. A few days back, a person applied for consultation. All his questions were about his previous life and his future life. Okay, he sent about 6 7 questions. 3 questions were about like previous life, past life, and 3 questions were about future life. No concern about the current life. Okay, so just be concerned about what you have right now. Stay in the moment. If Sagittarius is sixth from the Venus, is it indicating where the natives love get into trouble? Love and relationships are always into trouble. Okay, don't worry about it. If we don't align ourselves with our chart or keep putting efforts opposite to what our chart indicates for whole life, then what can happen? Frustration. Frustration is stress, that's it. Whenever you are frustrated in your life, whenever you are stressful in your life, understand you are doing something against your chart's energy, that's it. Sir, we missed you in the last Saturday. May we know why you not come alive? I was watching The Hard, Sonakshi Sinha. Excellent series. Watch it. Uh, Aquarius ascendant, Saturn in 11th house, Venus in Libra sign, Puro Falguni. Say very good. Saturn in 11th house. Aquarius ascendant, Saturn in 11th house. People say, I thought Pura Falguni. People say very good, but in D9, irony is Aries ascendant and Saturn in 8th house and Venus in 6th house debilitated. So it is difficult to interpret if the planets are good or bad. Planets are neither good nor bad. If you are doing something related with your chart's energy, then it is good. If you are not doing, then it is bad. That's it. Your actions. Okay. Again, take the same example. Aquarius ascendant, Saturn in 11th house. That means it is in Sagittarius. Saturn ascendant Lord going into the 11th house. What is 11th house? Serving humanity. What is Saturn? Your duty and responsibility. It is your ascendant Lord, which represents life path. So life path of this person should go towards serving humanity through Sagittarius related activities like higher education, knowledge and guidance, and counseling. So that is what he should be doing. Now if the person is doing it, then this is an excellent placement. He will get all the good results. If person is not doing it, then he will have all the frustrations, and those frustrations are also an indication that you are not following your path. Moon with Saturn and Mars, will be careful about trusting this person. They may not have many emotion at all, right? Why can you please explain? Especially if moon is between Saturn and Mars. Suppose Saturn is at 5 degree, moon is Mars is at 25, and moon is coming in between 15 degree. Then moon is like hammed between Saturn and Mars. Moon is emotions, so the person has very less emotions towards other people. Okay, they are not very much concerned about the emotions or emotional peace or well balanced emotions of other people. They may even find pleasure in hurting others. Okay, understand? So this is where the possibility of crimes and all happen. I am not saying that everyone with this placement will be criminal, but possibilities are there, that because they don't feel the pain of other person, they can do something wrong. Okay, so this is where it can be like that type of situation where person may be like emotionally deprived. Okay, he may not feel the emotional connection. Also, it means that mother may be absent, or mother may be very harsh or rude to the person. When mother didn't give any emotions and care, obviously the child, you will give to the world what you have. Okay, so that is where sun in ninth house of luck, but 10th lord in 12th house. So that native, so the native think authority people brings luck to him or loss to him. If this person works under other people, dignity also becomes important. Neither I know about the dignity of sun in the ninth house, nor I know the dignity of 10th lord in the 12th house. But if we say that dignity is weak, then it shows that the person may feel a sense of loss while working under others' authority. So he should become his own authority. If the dignity is strong, then like person can have better results. Which positions or any dashas can give defamation? Eighth house represents scandals. Fifth house also represents like defamation, because 10th house is fame. Fifth house is eighth from the 10th, so it represents death of fame or defamation. So whenever person is going through fifth house dasha or eighth house dasha, and these planets are weak in your chart, there is a possibility of some sort of scandal or controversy coming in, which may bring some sort of infamy to the person. Emotional moon exalted in Taurus, then also Taurus people appear like rigid. Why? They are not rigid, they are just stable. Okay. Taurus is also earth sign. Earth has the stability. It is not they are rigid. They have like very stable views, very like founded views. Okay, so that's where others may feel they are rigid, but they have just well founded, well grounded views in their life. That's where the things can be different. Okay, so I don't think, because I am Taurus moon, so I don't think I am rigid. I just have like well grounded views. Okay, and which I can prove through my vocabulary. So see, I still even this response you might have felt that I am rigid, but from my side it is like just the well founded, well grounded views. Who should do yoga? Who should do meditation? Extrovert person should do yoga. Introvert person should do meditation. As simple as this. Right. Uh, if we just look at 10th Lord's position, what profession can it be if 10th Lord is in the 7th house? Nothing. We cannot decide like this. 10th Lord can be any of the 9 planets. In 7th house, it can be in any of the dignity of the 9 planets. Only thing it indicates that person's authority, recognition, and career is coming through 7th house, 7th house of business and masses. Person should be in business. Atmakarka represents pending karma. I don't know. Atmakarka represents your destination in life, what you are supposed to do. As Saturn delays the result, how do we know the Saturn related karma is over and the time has come for his fruit, or still some karma is pending? When you start getting the result, that's it. Okay, it will delay the result till the time your karma is pending. So when you start getting the result, your karma is over. That's it. I read somewhere that you were a lawyer and then took up astrology. Yes, you might have read on my website only. Everyone else is very curious about me. So I was in legal field for I practiced as a lawyer for 5 years. Then I became a law teacher also. Then I went into corporates in their legal teams, and then I came into astrology. If someone did bad to native, great. Is the native should give the result of that deed or God? I didn't get your answer. Question, sorry. What does it mean? If someone did bad to native, is the native should give the result of that deed? Acha, he should be avengeful or revengeful. I don't think so. No time for taking revenge, as per me. Okay, so person should think about moving on from his side. Let universe take care of everything else. Does the house in which Atmakarka is placed give more troubles? It gives the indications. Again, troubles are only coming when you are not doing things related with your chart. That's it. Otherwise, troubles are never coming. And those troubles are also indication that you are not doing things as per your chart. Does Ma Kali help people even if they are wrong? Every god is always compassionate, it is always helping us. Okay, and that's why they are god. Okay, if God also keeps this distinction that I will help this person, I will not help that person, God is always compassionate, God is always ready to forgive you and all that, and give you another chance. Okay, no worries. If Atmakarka is Mercury and also Sun sign and Moon sign is Mercury, uh, and also Mercury Vargottama in ninth house of Gemini, what is the destination for native? Business. Mercury is business, communication, teaching, guiding, counseling, skills. So anything related with that, but again, career determination takes a long time. If Venus and Rahu are in conjunction, then being spiritual, if Venus and Rahu are in conjunction, then being spiritual distracts from aligning with the chart and gives trouble. It depends on you or the person whose chart it is. Venus Rahu can also make someone very creative. Where you want Venus can represent thousands things. Okay, uh, Venus doesn't represent your desires or relationship desires only, it represents service and devotion also. That's why Venus gets exalted in Pisces. So, Rahu Venus together can make someone very devotional also, devotional towards their path or and their creative matters and all. Okay, so in that case, like spiritual actions can actually help the person. So that's why that's what I always say. One planet, one house, one sign represent truckload of the things, like thousands of the things. which one you are taking is your wish. Okay, if you are taking Venus as a love oriented planet, okay, that's your wish. But Venus also represents service and devotion. You can take Venus as service and devotion related planet. If Ketu in fourth house Capricorn insights on past life, I don't know. In this life, they can have troubles with the mother. And Ketu in the fourth house in Capricorn. Okay. Just be concerned about this life. You cannot do anything about past life. You cannot do anything about future life. This life is all we have, right? So just be concerned about this. Okay. So Ketu in the fourth house can be like a very difficult relationship with mother. Okay. Person may feel like disconnected or separated, may also have the feeling that mother is unfair towards him or her. These type of things can be there. Okay, great. Let's close for the day. Thank you.